Hello, hello, and welcome to
Yo.
March 30th Lakewood League. I am Aiden or Izokama with.
I'm Dylan Judah Jesse, aka Mercy.
And our first game we have Crab Rave versus UCCS Team 2.
Oh man, it's been a long morning.
It's in the process. Everything's set and squared away. We should have no issues. Hopefully, spectator tool works throughout this entire tournament.
Please, if you do see or hear anything that doesn't sound right, let us know,
We'll get right on that.
and we'll try and fix it as soon as possible.
But I'm glad to finally get, UCCS. That's the school I've went to. It's a place I attended. Used to be on their team a while ago. And finally get to cast one of their games. I've never been on schedule for their games in the last 2 tournaments we did.
Rave been on schedule?
I've never been on the schedule for their games specifically.
Oh, okay.
I've always been doing every game but theirs. So dibs were called. Dibs were called.
Yeah.
But this is our team that did do. They had a better performance the last time because I think they met each other in the losers bracket that we had, and they managed to beat over Team 1. So we'll see if maybe we get that kind of game going again. But we will be running a Swiss bracket, which
Just make sure.
we'll show after this draft is finished, and we'll go more into how that
Ah!
works.
We're in.
But bans have started. We have Crab Rave with the first ban. And we'll see the Lilia going out. I know that the jungler on UCS team, Hush the Rat, plays a lot of Lilia. So that is a pretty easy scout to pick out.
Jinx ban too.
Jinx is, honestly, if your team isn't planning on playing it, I think she's a perma-ban right now.
You think so, huh?
With the Infinity Edge and Pen buffs, she just decimates through people. If she can get to her like 2 to 3 item power spike. And she's really, really hard to, pick out of if they get a good front-to-back comp going.
Yeah,
we see double ADC bans from UCCS, and then we see the Xerath coming out for Crab Rave as well. Now that is somewhat of a flex pick for UCCS, and is also one of the mid laners' longtime champions. So we'll see. And a Cog ban. Both teams don't want to be fighting a front-to-back game this game.
Seems like it. Which is good, because that's kind of boring. We want to see dive.
Yeah, no, we'll see probably more aggressive team fight. It is interesting, because another meta pick that is kind of open right now is Zeri's quite open, but no team has covered any Nautilus bans, so it makes you wonder if that's going to be picked, and if it is, there should be an answer almost immediately with either a Vi or a Nautilus.
Yeah.
Crab people, crab people, crab people.
What do the crabs pick first? Urgot. Has to be.
I think they're going to Urgo the Ego the crab got.
Yeah, dude.
I know how to respect it.
Never know what hit him. I would never see it coming.
Now we'll see the Diana. Good jungle mid flex pick.
Yeah.
Mechs are kind of echoey. I think it's just because 2 mechs are picking up. I can probably
Maybe.
reduce that a little bit. There you go.
We'll see. Hopefully.
So don't talk in this direction. We'll be fine. And
Yeah, I'll just turn my head the other way.
oh, I'm speaking the way, so it should be good.
Maokai, staple as always.
Yeah, really popular. Flex pick. You
Yeah.
know, they nerfed it little bits here and there, try to get them out of support role, but Riot Freak wants to get that free LP, so they're not going to kill his main.
Yeah, I'm so bored of Maokai, man. I'm so tired of Maokai.
Get that Trailblazer, you just run around and do everything. Crab Rave more like Crab gonna win team name. Ever gonna have a team name competition?
And the Briar.
Maokai Briar.
Briar is one of their junglers picks, right? If I remember
yeah,
correctly
no, it's
from last
something that
tourney?
something that Hush plays a lot.
Yeah.
Do have concerns with how that's kind of gonna cater their draft a little bit. It's showing cards a little early. And yeah, something like Tarek is a good answer into that because it's pretty easy to line up your stuff onto a Briar, and that R is pretty strong for denying that engage.
Yeah, we really don't get to see enough Tarek either.
We love Tarek.
We do love Tarek.
We love Tarek mid lane with the Master Yi jungle. Nothing funny is going on there.
Yeah.
No No funny business with the what do they call it again? Is this the Master Yi funnel? The funnel strat? Yeah, funnel strat.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think it's a really good answer into the Briar. She goes in, there's two really good answers, the Nyla ult and the Taric ult, just kind of snuff her out for a whole like 2 seconds. And the Nyla dodge as well, because Briar is auto-based, so she'll be, even if she hits Nyla, she'll just be dodging it for 2 to 3 seconds. Same with their team.
Kind of just a sick combo in general. Diana, Taric, Nyla. Love it.
The Ashe pick. Yeah, we do have, it looks like a topside R5 is still available for UCCS, so they're probably looking to get a kind of pick up in that lane. And we still have support also not shown for red side, but Crab Rave, blue side, needs to have, most likely, their top and mid lane and or jungle, depending on if they flex the Diana, or they go. So they can still round out their comp with a, pivot into something maybe more catch heavy, maybe more front to back.
Yeah,
Tanks in the front line, or just get something that can go in more for the dive with Nyla and Diana.
I feel like UCCS almost should like pivot to pick.
I think they're pretty hard on pick at this point. I mean, Maokai does have single target CC.
Or not pivot, yeah. You know what I mean?
But they're kind of locked into it at this point.
Yeah.
It's hard to. Not many options you have to change the comp out. We'll see the Aatrox band coming out. Aatrox is a staple team play pick. Is decently good at weak side. Well, he might not like diff every lane. He's very good at, once he gets to mid game, he just starts to become a menace. You get those resets in fights, and he just becomes a 1v5 machine that you have to address. Mordekaiser also a band. I think it's probably more tailored to what their top laner's champ pool is than I think for this comp, because I don't think Mord is an ideal pick here, but it would make Briar's game effectively unplayable if they had him.
Yeah.
So.
Trundle band too. It's definitely targeted.
Who's winning? We're not in the game yet, so we're not quite sure. See Vel'Koz as well.
Both teams are winning.
Vel'Koz would be a decent pick into what UCCS team has right now. But Trundle's also interesting, so that's they're afraid of a tank shred or frontline shred, so that's a good pick. We'll see Azir. My man Jacob, that a mid laner, loves the Azir, man. He loves the Azir.
It's just such a good pick too right now. It's just so strong, so easy, so safe, and you can scale really well.
Really safe mid laner, has really good scaling, has an engage button.
Yeah, fits into every
comp. And well as disengage as well if you need it, so he's flexible for quite a few team comps. Honestly, I don't know like a team comp that I would hate him to be in. Like he can split, he can disengage, he can engage.
Yep.
He can front to back, he can catch people out. It's kind of very flexible champ. That's why he's almost always in the pro play meta at some capacity. And why he's always at a 45% win rate. And Hui and Cho'Gath.
Whoa, okay.
So this is a very, very strong, front to back with Crab. They have a lot of, AoE engage. Almost all their characters have AoE. Yeah, no Urgot pick. I'm disappointed as well. They're fake with their name. Cho'Gath might look a little colored like a crab, but isn't quite a crab. I don't know what he would be most similar to, though. What would Cho'Gath be?
Cho'Gath?
If you were like to compare it to any kind of animal.
Be like,
We'll see the Cassante, though, which is an ult that can isolate a target, so they can kind of crash through this front to back. Dog? Cho'Gath? Cho'Gath is a good boy. I agree. He did get some slight buffs like 2 patches ago. We'll start getting into this champ select. Loading in. We'll see if we either get an invade or traditional 5 points for both teams.
Yes, invade, please. Big invade. Oh my god. Okay, we have to edit this. Hold on. This is just not right.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Right. I think we're good.
Here we go. We have everyone in their role order.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
We're seeing a traditional 5 point for both teams. No one wants to do anything spicy in the early game. They're just watching for invades. No invade wars, no nothing. We're going to have some pretty, blank knowledge on where junglers are starting. The only tell is if people leash or fake leash, so we'll have to see if that comes out.
do some light editing
Minions
real
have
quick.
spawned.
It's not scuffed at all, I promise.
No one wants to flip the game level 1, man. We not learn from the LPL? Fight every fight always.
Always, yeah. It's the only way to play the game, honestly. There's no better way to learn, you know?
What do you mean they have a better level 1? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, even if they have a better one, yeah.
Yeah, we will see.
How do you learn that they have a better level 1 unless you try?
Exactly. We'll see a bot to top clear by both junglers this game. Or wait, no, sorry. We'll see a bot to top for blue side Crab.
Yep.
And we'll see a top to bot for red side. Yes.
Man, where did it go? Hold on. Let's see. Aha.
There's our pretty scoreboard.
Which has 13 names. Aha.
We'll see some early, trade coming out from Ashe, getting a good poke onto that Taric and getting a first shell, so we'll have some Briar in the bot lane, which is nice because Briar is by that direction. You can maybe see a dive going in. As for top side, we see both, tanks are pretty healthy. Chirkat's getting that extra push though because he does have a lot more AoE damage on the wave and just gets the health and mana back from, last little minions. Mid lane as well, they're both contesting for that first push.
Oh, flash!
We see a flash from the Taric. We already see the gank down here. We see Diana recamp the bot lane. We see First Blood going over to the Diana as Nyla runs down with Maokai, force the flash. That is a double kill to Crab on the bot lane. And it's quite unfortunate. A very good engage from that Taric. And just generally, early thing. Briar got a little bit more clear, but Diana did get such a big play for her bot side. And now if they can get the wave under before they return is the next question.
Yeah, and the kill's going over to the people that Crab wants to go over to, the Nyla and the Diana.
Yes, every team is playing at the same time right now. We're going to stream one game at a time.
Yeah.
Not all of them, sadly.
Sadly, we got 16 teams. We had to get through it all in a day. So yeah, we got plenty of other teams that are playing at the same time as us, but we can only stream one.
And up there is a team with the name Crab, Rave. That's why, it's being said quite a bit.
They are the Crabs.
That's where the excitement is coming from. We'll be seeing Briar moving towards the bot side. We might be seeing a play here, but there might also be vision. Yep, as Taric and Emma back off. There's no play to be made. They'll see a 2-0, 1k gold lead already to Crab in this game. First trick we have coming up as well is a Cloud Drake. Decent stats, just some extra moves we can help, get the around the map a little bit faster, maybe get to that play right more on time. But we do have a pretty steady early game after that invade, or after that gank.
Yeah, just following, trying to push in, and then trying to probably go for it back. Diana's looking at top side a little bit though.
We will see both junglers on the top side of the map. We do have Guppies spawning in not too long now. Should be... Is it 5 minutes or 5:30? I think it's 5 minutes.
I think it's 5 minutes. I think it's 5 minutes. We don't have
yeah, no,
I
it
should
should be
pull up
yeah,
like
5
League
minutes.
timers because League broadcast doesn't have
I should know this. I should know this. I play top lane. I should know this. But I don't.
Oh! Look at that. Yep, 5 minutes.
There we go. We got our timer back.
In time. Oh.
Top reset from Dark Side Knight. But we don't see either jungler opting to do the Guppies yet, but they have to test the vision on the objective, so if they see one going forward, the other one can react accordingly. And once again, honestly, I think the game going this kind of calm after that gank is really good for Crab because they do want to get to the point where they can team fight. UCCS kind of wants to get that lead so they can start catching out people, and they will want to take these aggressions. We'll see Briar going on the Guppies while his bot lane gets pushed in. Diana moving back on map. She may not be able to get anything for this contest, but she will be a couple items stronger than Briar, so anything else after these Guppies that is contested will be quite difficult for Briar to pull off.
Yeah, bot lane's coming off from the back.
We do see some big trade going on top lane. Darkseid Knight going in on Chex Mix, but it seems like he's back off. Wave is slow pushing out away from Chex Mix. he is going to TP, or they will have to TP and see if they can fix their lane.
Crab started on the break. Checks,
Saying it sounds like there's someone that has their breakfast, and that's the most important of the day.
Yeah, Crab's got some solid names, that's for sure. Crab Rave's got some solid names on the team.
You see just an uncontested drag. There was no tempo off the bot lane for UCCS to contest that. Well, we do see the Azir get ulted by Hui. Big dog, big nuts. Getting some good damage off onto Gremlin CS, but not too much. No full potential off that. Hui damage is a little low in the early game, but Azir's is also somewhat low as well.
Right here.
You see Briar engaging onto the Taric, gets stunned. Ash and Vampire a little far behind again. The exhaust comes out onto the Briar. Briar gets the shove off, and the gank is over. Very minimal damage get done to Maverick and Chillax, and then engage.
Really well played by the Nyla.
Back to very simple. And now the Taric is really good at avoiding these ganks, and just playing healthy, playing strong, and playing around their jungler.
Perfectly able to dodge that stun.
For a little bit. Same with the next wave of Guppy should be spawning in about a minute or two. It's too mid. We do see these here scooping Nicola into the turret.
Oh!
Cannot finish them off. Big Dog Big Nuts does get the snipe on Gremlin CS. That is a third kill over to Crab Rave.
Oh, he
also see Briar ult onto Maverick. Taric forced to flash. Briar chasing down Maverick, forced to eat out, but Taric is still out too far. We're able to lock down and take out this Taric before he gets to safety and get out. Makai root coming out, and Nash is getting the kill. Makai is stunned under turret, but cannot, and does have to flash out. Did we get him? We do see a kill going back to UCCS. We now see Dark going in with Cassante, Cho'Gath and Diana in the area as well. Caught out 1v3. Azir is rotating. Yes, we do see the all-out come out.
Nice.
Nicola is sniped out.
Azir's here too.
We see the re-engage onto the Cho'Gath. That is a very strong ult. Flash goes out from Chex Mix, gets over the wall. Big Dog Big Nuts poking out some damage, but does back off to turret. That was a well-executed 1v3, one pick out, force flash. Very good. And to remove the strength, so good. Another engage in the bot lane. So much action going back and forth. Proxy behind their turret bot lane. Dana is here to help, but Chillax is just poke out of lane. Maverick is also very low resources, low mana. We do see Jojo Jimbo taking out the wave, but we still see, Hush is still in the bush. Ash is full stacks of Q. Engage go back in, stun comes out. Briar will be forced to E here, health back. We do see, kind of an overstay in that front.
Gone all wrong.
Caleb is forced to flash, and that is 3 kills actually, back to Crab Rave.
Cassante's gotta start his villain arc here soon, man.
We see the kills on Cassante and Ash. Cassante, while he is strong, when he's going to be fighting in that team fight later on with Cho'Gath on him, and just all the peel back from Hui, it's going to be a little annoying to, do the things you want to do.
Yep.
But we do see first item already out on Cassante, first person to get a full item. And we'll see that Hall of Radiance, the MR Sunfire. Thank you, Riot, for giving us an MR Sunfire item. We've been wanting it forever. It's made so many matches so much more playable for tanks top lane.
Oh yeah, long needed change. Long needed addition.
The only other change that we need is MR anti-heal.
If only.
If only.
If only. Oof.
This
So
might
got
be
no
a
flash
pick
too.
From Darkseid onto Cho'Gath. We do see the Q3 hit, but our camera goes to the bot lane. We can see the engage going. Nyla ult enter, ult coming out. We also see Makai ult get the peel back. They don't get any damage off during the thing. But we also see a fight on the Guppies. There's just chaos happening all over the map. There's so much going on. Clusterrat's forced to take so much damage from the Guppies, picked out by the Diana. Big Dog Big Nuts lands the ulti to Darkseid Knight. We do see that Nicola gets picked out by Cassante. We see Gremlin CS going in on the Hui. Cannot lock them down, cannot get the Shurima Shuffle, but that does give the second set of Guppies to UCCS. That is 6 Guppies, I believe, over to UCCS once these are taken. They give them a lot of split pressure to pull apart this team fight team comp that Crab Rave has. Was quite a lot of action. All three lanes had something going on at that moment.
Auto camera's on it though, dude.
Auto camera specking about. Honestly, for an automatic feature, it does the job decently well. I mean, we did miss the Diana double kill and focus more on the Ashe in that situation, but we still noticed Nicola got that double kill earlier. And we did see Kiel get picked out after. Now we see a bit of a swing objective-wise. The gold is actually evened up on both teams despite being 7 and 3. But we do see a bit more concentration on the jungler and ADC for Crab Rave, whereas UCCS has a bit more of an even spread. A lot more on the Cassandra though for this gold amount. We'll see if Darkside Knight can use this advantage to start to get more of these fights, more of these engages, more of these isolated fights with All Out. See if maybe they can get the tempo they need to start taking control of this game.
Starting up the Drake. Maybe.
What was going on with that Nyla proc with the Hui? That was a little weird.
Spectre?
I don't quite know what does that. Is that was she using the shields? I don't quite recall.
I don't know.
It's hard to remember. Still a lot of procs going from Nyla to Hui, so.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
We do see UCCS gain control of the Dragon River after we had this move Trap go. We see Darkside Knight going full in on this Shogath. There was no fight happening at Dragon, so we just see the scrapping in the top lane. That level diff and that level diff does make it quite difficult for Shogath to do much.
Tank fights.
Crab is abusing exploits according to not a juice box. Ooh, we have a bit of flickering going on with the spectator tool. That's a little weird.
Whoa. We got the riot contacts. Fix this.
Hopefully that doesn't continue.
Engage.
But we do see an engage going flatline. The Briar ult hitting on the Chillax. Touch the right is going in into the exhaust amount. Triple does come in time. Fan ult coming out from Nicola. We do see Hush run down and manage to get the Taric, but is under turret. Is picked out, but Ashel gets out on Nicola. Chain of Crystal Arrow does get the stun, but there is not much more that can milk off that. They do get the push, they do get the crash. They did trade 1 for 1. But that wave will go under, and they will have the ability to get off a reset and have tempo for the next recall.
And this mid lane is just brutal.
Yeah, and there's a 200 gold shutdown on the Nyla open. As up for grabs, but she's going to be quite difficult to pick out this game, I feel. We do see a little bit of a gold advantage going to UCCS. They have a 0.6k gold lead. 600 gold in their favor.
There's a CS leads in every lane except for jungle, essentially. Keeping it even, giving them a little bit of a gold advantage.
While there may be 4 more kills in the favor of Crab, there is a lot more CS in favor of UCCS, and you know, kills don't necessarily win you a game. Just getting that steady income from the minions can do quite a bit.
It was just brutal.
We'll see Hush and Dark starting on to the Rift Herald. They've gotten every top side objective and one of the dragons, so they have quite a dominance on these jungle objectives this game. Really makes it difficult, because as we see, Rave trying to posh and contest this. All 3 will walk in, we will see Nicola, we will see Chex, we'll see Big Dog, Big Nuts coming in to try to contest this throw, but they can't really find the angle they want to go in on this. And the Rift Herald does fall over to touch the red. Maybe we'll see Shimmer coming out in the day, and ult dodges it barely. She's looking to finish off the Azir. Flash into the Baron pit, keeps him away. You see All Out going off onto this Diana, wanting to steal the kill from Hush. We'll see the chase continue going, trying to grab out this Hui, but Hui is just too far away. But they're still looking to fight, maybe on the Shogath. Nope, it is an out angle as they go back. Grab some River Fruit and go back to the top lane. We'll see Hush also looking to go in on the Hui. W coming out, that move speed coming in. Flash gets out, but caught by the stun. And that should be a pick off with the bleed. And that last auto finishes it off. That is an objective and 2 kills back over to UCCS. The gold lead is now at a staggering 1.2k. We'll see Nyla looking in onto Caleb.
Forcing Ash to flash.
He does flash out. Caught off while JoJo was on a bit of a roam timer there. And they try to abuse that and get out a pick, but they were not able to get it, but they did get a major cooldown. We've seen all out, or sorry, a shove going off from
Big
Cassandra
tank
in the top
fights.
lane. Two tanks slapping on, no damage really taken because they're both just so beefy. But we'll see them up here quite a bit every time they trade. The camera's just going to be quite up there because of the lane that is trading the most. Mid and bot will have a lot of times to farm, but once the engage does happen, it's pretty explosive.
Oh yeah, we'll take fights.
Out, the tiny bits of percent max health coming out. Cho'Gath does regen off the minions, so those little bits of damage don't really add up to much. You have to kind of get him way too far out from turret and just get that damage off for a while. But we will be seeing another dragon coming up in less than a minute. What solo are we on?
We are on.
It's an Ocean Soul. Ocean Soul's kind of good with, you know, having double tanks. A lot of extra regen makes it harder to, you know, pick out these people. And just the base regen that drag gives itself, just some out of combat regen. 2.5% missing health every 5 seconds. It's pretty good. 0.5 or 0.5?
I think
Sure.
it's 2.5.
0.5 sounds right.
Yeah.
It also seems like a lot still. It used to be 5%, I'm pretty sure, a while ago.
Yeah, it used to be absolutely
Oh, it was quite a bit.
At least it's not Chemtech. At least it's not old Chemtech.
With old Chemtech, the camouflage zones that became useless for Rengar and then made him OP when they fixed it for him. We'll see, you know, both teams poshing for the dragon. Crab Rave does want to contest it, but UCS kind of does have the dominance. We do see a TP coming out. Ashley is separated from her team. They are still looking at a Cho'Gath. Straight Red Bull going in. They're looking at Nyla going out. We do see Cassandra and Briar on. Briar does get picked out. Azir does disengage with the Shroom Shuffle. We'll see the isolated fight 1v2 with Darkseid Knight on Cassandra. Trying to go for the way. Does get picked out. Nyla trying to chase down. There is no more slow on that Q, and Nyla does get a 700 gold shutdown onto Cassandra, but we will see mid-turret potentially falling over to UCCS. And the gold difference hasn't even up, and that drag was taken by Crab Rave. Not the best fight for this game.
Sounds real loud. Turn it down a little bit.
Do an audio fix real quick.
How's that?
We have
Hopefully.
to turn the game down a little bit.
Yeah. That might be a little bit too low, though.
We'll have to see.
We'll see. Keeps it in the loop.
Thank you for letting us know. As we near the 20-minute timer, we will see Baron on the map. Both teams may be able to look for it. We'll see a couple turrets. The first turret in the game falls at 1920.
Uh-oh,
Azir. Ooh, Diana looking onto Azir. See half the health going down, no ults thrown. That's just a easy pick out going for the big dog, big nuts. Getting a easy pick in the side lane on the Azir. Quite unfortunate.
Reminds me of like years ago when like C9 had balls on the team. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. It's just it's a pro play strat. You just gotta have username that reflects masculine body parts, and you'll start climbing. Heard it here, folks.
Like I don't know if anything quite beats balls pentakill. Maybe Big Dog, Big Nuts will get one too.
We'll have to see it out. The way Big Dog, Big Nuts Pentakill would be interesting to see. But you get a good Hui ult proc off of Diana and Nyla ult combined.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
But we are seeing, you know, most of the gold for Crab Rave has been going over to, you know, their carries. Diana and Nyla and Hui have all the kills. No kills on any of the tanks, so it's a really good gold spread for their team. Whereas, since the opposite problem, almost all their gold is on, like, their tank.
Cassandra, yeah.
So it kind of makes it hard because Cassandra is all, like, the threat. And they can just kind of, you know, take out that back line. And Cassandra will just be adjusted by them later on.
There's only one really person that he can really take out too.
He can really only isolate one person to take them out, and it's, you know, hard to do when there's two important characters. You have the Diana and the Nyla that are really, you know, a big threat for your team, and you can't, you know, take them both out. It's still, honestly, anyone's game. There's not much of a gold difference, and the objectives are pretty even on both sides as well. You'll see the flash coming out from Ashe. He's done under turret. Maverick is taking turret, but they do manage to get the kill before they fall to that turret. But that is a 800 gold shutdown. 800 gold going to that Ashe. Not really a worthwhile 1v1.
Oh, snap.
Or 1 for 1.
This could be it. This could be an actual...
The tank scrap is going on. We do see the tank all out does come out.
See it.
Cho'Gath does need to run out, but they cannot get away. There's a solo kill over to Darkside Knight in the top lane. That might be the top tier one as well. The map will start to open up for UCCS. They might be able to start contesting this jungle and looking more for the picks that their, you know, pick comp wants to get.
Yeah, Cho'Gath just didn't quite crab hard enough.
It is 5 guppies, not 6, over to UCCS, so you don't get the double spawn, but you do get quite a bit of damage onto those turrets. But we will see Nicola going in with the ult, trying to pick out the Maokai. Maokai does flash away. Briar also forced to flash from that exhaust, but Cassante is rotating. We'll see the Hui QW come out, barely living from that ability. Diana flashing in, but pushed away by the Briar E.
He's gonna live!
Cassante is being collapsed on. 1v5, caught out. See if they can make it to turret, and no, they are kicked out. Just 5 people on them. Nothing being contested on the map by UCCS. That is just an unfortunate pick.
That could be a Baron here too.
And that is 450 gold over and a Baron start from Crab Rave.
UCCS know they're on it.
They are aware of the Baron, but they are kind of off map to contest this, and I think the Baron is just going to go over. They're going to try to snipe a tier 2 turret mid lane as a trade. But it looks like Crab Rave does want to move down and collapse the Sazir and punish for this as the 4th dragon spawns. Another ocean. If Crab Rave does get this, they do get soul point. And Ashe is off reset, is not at this fight. I look for an engage on the Azir, but he does get to double dash out. Dashing to his soldiers and extending that dash range is a very useful trick to be able to know how to do in Azir.
Cho'Gath has no TP.
But we will see TP coming out from Cassante. Cho'Gath is top lane. That is a 5v4 going out.
There's
goes in, hits the Diana. That is grabbed out with the all out.
Gets abducted.
Isolated. Ooh, that is not good to see. You do not want your jungler to fall solo before a dragon fight. Now it is a 3v4. Cho'Gath pushing in the side lane. And the Ashe will come out. Maokai getting the W out. Dash away, but still catches with that root. Nella and Taric ult come out. That is exploding weave for 2 seconds. They managed to pick on the Maokai. Briar ult coming in onto Chillax. Taric is picked out. That is 3 picks down. And they look to get a little more damage on the Hui, but Hui does walk out. Cho'Gath does get top tier 1, but that dragon will fall over to UCCS. There's 2 drags to both teams. 5 guppies in favor of UCCS. And a Rift Herald. We see a gold is still pretty even by both teams, but that is a lot of the Baron buffs lost. Cho'Gath is getting a lot of free push in the top lane. It's going to be some extra gold on the Cho'Gath. Maybe he can start fighting this Cassante a little easier in the side lane. But that's definitely not a dragon that you want to lose to Crab Rave, because that would have been soul point. A lot of pressure for your team and a good kind of window to how you can play out the game.
Oh, yeah.
And end it out. Very well played by Dark by picking up that Diana there. Off the Ashe ult that Caleb hit. Getting Nicola out of the fight and just no jungler for that fight. Nyla, Maverick and Chillax tried to play that out. Try to get that engagement. They just could not get enough people with the ults. They could not get the damage, and they slowly were picked off.
Let's see some more tank fights. Like the sound is good. That's good.
The game's kind of slowed down a bit just because, all the objectives are down and all the lanes are just kind of being somewhat fixed. You only have the Baron buff on, I believe, Hui and Cho'Gath. So a little bit of answering in that, but Cho'Gath can't really force it hard enough by himself into this Cassante, because Cassante is at 3 items. He's at that disgustingly cheap 3-item build, because all 3 of those items are relatively cheap, surprisingly. But we'll see. Azir going in onto the Hui. Hui is forced to flash, but is still caught out by the Briar and Azir. And we'll also see Cassante going in for an engage on the Cho'Gath. There is no turret for him to hide behind. He will try to walk away, but he's just being slowed on repeat. It's the slowest and most painful death you can have as you try to run
Ghost
away from
coming out
Cassante.
too.
Ghost
Just gonna
on
run
top.
him down.
He just gets ran down slowly. All Out does come out, potentially unnecessary, but we will see the flash come out trying to live. But that is a closed out kill onto Cho'Gath. The R does come out, but it's nowhere near XP. But we'll see the Nyla and Taric combo again, but Briar is on the flank, gets onto Chillax. They cannot pick up the Maokai. Ashe coming out onto the Nyla. And they do walk away. Fully stacked little tempo Ashe just runs you down when you try to run away. There's nothing you can do outside of dash range. Maokai will be right on top of you, and the kill is taken by the Briar for the last hit. And Azir is just grabbing that third inhibitor turret, or that first inhibitor turret in the bot lane, third turret in the bot lane. Ooh, and almost getting out Maverick. Maverick just stepped a little too high up and almost got completely picked up by that Azir. The map is kind of falling apart.
Yeah, we're seeing turrets fall everywhere.
UCCS has secured a 4K gold lead, almost 5K gold lead in the last like 2 minutes. It's very well done, taking back full control of this game, catching people out when they're too far by themselves. Rave is just not grouping as much as they most likely want to, and are just fighting these, you know, unfair fights outnumbered and just kind of being picked like crazy.
Yeah, just a little bit of misplays from some of these team fights where they're not stacking their ults like they should. Although Ashe should have a very nice sidestep on the Nyla ulti in that last fight.
You know, Ashe has been kiting really well. Kale's been doing a really good job at like playing around the range, playing around the slows.
Yep.
And now the Taric have been sticking up their ults almost every fight. They use them both at like the same time. But it's just, you know, they don't have the Diana in position to, you know, take advantage of it. They don't have Hui at these fights, and they never have Cho'Gath at most of these fights either, so they can't keep stacking these AoEs, these CCs. They're just too separated in all these fights, and that's what UCCS wants in this draft, is just they want these separated fights. They want to, you know, isolate, and they want to get these picks out. More 1v1s they're taking at the same time is better than, you know, if they're taking one big 5v5. You see both teams posturing the bot side of the map. Kind of soft 1-3-1 going. It's more like a 4-1 going on.
Yeah.
Bryce clearing a bit of the top side jungle, but we have 3 people sitting mid lane while they have Cassante on the split bot lane, because they know they need to send more than one person to answer Cassante, and they look like they are setting up for this Baron.
Yep.
While Cassante gets the side of the bot, and it looks like they're all kind of posturing for this Cassante, so the Baron's kind of going over free to UCCS. Yeah, they're running over. They might also be trying to grab this drag. So
probably gonna have to trade for
the dragon.
Yep.
Cassante is in position to contest this dragon. He is watching. They know they're on it. UCCS may opt to, you know, just push in the mid wave here, or they may look to contest. The Briar ult did sound like it came out. It's hit on the Nyla. Ashe ult and Briar ult on the Nyla. That is just a double safe. She cannot move.
She can't play the game.
As Briar just autos her to death. Cassante going in onto the Diana, gets the all-out to dodge the stun. Just keeps hitting everything. They cannot stop him from doing this. Knockout comes out. That is Diana falling to the Cassante. Taric ult coming out. Trying to save mostly himself, but they are forced to flash. Cassante just dashes after, while Maokai and Ashe just slowly burn the Cho'Gath for his life. Taric slowly living out, but just gets picked out by Cassante, while Cho'Gath has a very slow hit death as ADC. Ashe does no damage. Maokai is eaten by the feast, but we see that now Cassante's TP to the turret. Azir was pushing in waves, and the next turrets are falling, and it looks like the game may just end here unless Wei can pull something out right in this moment. But we also see now Briar has shown up.
Might not be enough.
And as they're going in, holding them in their fountain, and we will see that the turret, the final next turret falls down. They start hitting the base. We do see Nyla back up. She does get the ult out. They are low. They can pick, but the Nexus does fall, and that is a win over to UCCS Team 2. Congratulations. That's my school. And that is
biased.
the first game. Hey, I'm glad to see it. I was worried. They honestly had me worried in the first bit. It was not looking so great, but they executed this mid to late game very well.
they're still playing really well. I mean, every lane having an advantage, basically every lane winning. Bot lane was a little, you know.
They definitely played to their win con a lot better. I think, you know, Crab Rave, if they want some kind of notes from this game, I definitely would say you want to, you know, make sure that your comp's very good at, you know, grouping and team fighting. You need to have all your teammates together. You need to have a plan to, like, not, if they have a side lane pressure point, you need to make sure that that is not strong. So maybe it was maybe a good pain point to maybe shut down the Cassante, or maybe just try to play the 4v4 a little more grouped. But like Cho'Gath, while he did get that tier 2 turret, probably should have opted to maybe rotate into the fight instead. But we'll be back for the second round of games when all the teams are done. Welcome, this is the ADC from last game, little Caleb Crawford, the Ashe player. And we'll start off with the question is, for your draft, what was kind of your team's idea going in, and how'd you want to play out this game?
Well, our draft kind of fluctuated into what we got. Once they picked the Nyla Taric, we needed heavy disengage, otherwise we would just be run down with the Diana, Taric, and Nyla. So we drafted the Maokai, the Azir, and Ashe just to slow them down and keep them off, so that way when they go in, they burn their ults, and then we can turn afterwards and run them down.
You know, definitely at the beginning of the game, it looked a little like dicey. You guys were pretty tied, I think, for the first like 16 minutes of the game. Both the gold amounts are pretty even. You guys did have more gold through, you know, better farm, but they had that, like, you know, 8 to 4 kill lead in the beginning, so they were kind of even on fights. And they had a little better of a, you know, gold spread on their team because they did have a lot of their gold going over to, you know, their all their carries had kills. It was Diana, Nyla, and Hui, but the Cassante on your team had almost all of your like kill gold from that. So did you guys kind of feel like you had some issues at that point, or did you feel like you had to pivot your strategy a little bit based off that information?
Not particularly. If we're even in gold with them for the first 20 minutes, it's amazing for us, because their early game is way stronger than anything we can compare to. And the fact that we got that second drag bought us so much time to stall out for our power spikes.
Yeah, for sure. And another question I'd ask is, what do you think was kind of the winning moment of the game where you felt like you guys just kind of had control and were able to take the rest of the game pretty easily?
That big fight that happened, I think it was like third drag or something, when we hit the Ashe ult on Diana into the Cassante ult insect, and then we just picked off their front line and then ran them down, and that was the real turning point for when we could start controlling the game.
And it was pretty nasty seeing that Diana just get stunned and been pulled all the way across the map to then just be taken out. And then their Cho'Gath being top lane for that stuff, which is very difficult. So I guess the last question I would ask is, who would you assign MVP to the enemy team? Like, who do you think was their strongest player that game and gave you guys the most strife and trouble?
I feel like it was a bit of a combination of both the Taric and the Nyla. The Nyla's engages were great, but the Taric setup for just the Taric ult to allow her to run down our team the first couple of fights was really strong.
Yeah, no, definitely something that I think going forward would be a considerable thing to, you know, like, just kind of ban out, because I think if they had a little bit of a stronger, you know, game state, like, that would have been really hard for you guys to deal with, because you just had this invincible Nyla running you down for 5 seconds where you can't even hit her, because when that runs out, she can start dodging your autos, and you just can't do anything as the ADC, so you kind of have to, like, hope your team get them off you. But,
Doritos.
yeah, I guess the last question, if you want to ask in the chat, is, are Doritos better than Funyuns?
Doritos, in my opinion. I have a bit of a trauma with fried onions.
Well, that'll be, that's it for the interview. Thank you for your time, and good luck for the rest of your games.
Thank you.